어. 잘. 알아야 로이카.
Spicy.
Spicy, chai. Spicy. Come. So hot. Welcome to Human Asia. This is the original footage of Sakon Nakhon. Okay, today's topic is a hotel tucked away from the center. To my longtime subscribers, I have now rebranded this channel from Asian Lover to Human Asia to focus on high quality, objective documentaries about real Asian life. So, I'm remaking all the past stories with clearer, more respectful, and factual perspective. Thank you for your understanding. A year ago, I visited Sakon Nakhon. This city is located in Isan, the northeastern region of Thailand. Unlike famous tourist spots like Bangkok or Phuket, this area remains very quiet. Life here moves at a slow pace, preserving authentic local traditions. Stepping off the long-distance bus, you can immediately feel the peaceful atmosphere of this town. On the bus, I booked a small hotel simply because of its high ratings and glowing reviews. However, when I arrived, I was completely surprised. There were no restaurants or convenience stores nearby, just open, empty land. The location was far more isolated than I expected. A woman in her 60s, likely the owner, welcomed me. The hotel was a small two-story building.
Have a key.
Okay, deposit. Okay,
Since I had heavy luggage, I asked for a room on the first floor.
Upstairs.
Oh,
Upstairs.
maybe.
Have but down 600 baht. Upstairs 500.
Okay.
However, she told me that a first floor room cost an extra 100 baht per night. Since I was staying for 3 nights, that meant an extra 300 baht. So I decided to save my money, use my energy, and head up to the second floor instead.
Oh, okay.
As a foreigner without a personal vehicle, getting around was going to be a major challenge.
Okay, Timmy.
Calling a taxi for every trip would quickly add up.
Only for you.
Wow, rainbow.
Making the cheap room rate just as expensive as staying downtown. Still, the choice was mine, and the decision was already made. I accepted the reality of the situation and prepared to experience this unique, isolated corner of Sakon Nakhon. The next morning, I woke up feeling very hungry. I checked Google Maps, and the nearest restaurant was about 500 meters away. Calling a taxi for such a short distance felt unnecessary, and walking along the hot rural road didn't seem easy either. I wondered if the hotel had any simple meals available at the reception. So I walked down into the front yard to check around. While standing there, a woman noticed me from a distance. She appeared to be in her mid-30s, busy arranging some furniture.
อ๋อมาม่า
Mama.
Judging by how comfortably she managed the place, she seemed to be the owner's daughter.
Oh. Sorry. 알아야 로이카.
Without hesitation, she immediately ran over to a small display next to the reception desk.
Spicy. 아로 타올 라이카.
นี่ก็สไปซี่
Spicy. 알아야 로이카.
I like
오케이 카. 타올 라이카.
20 บาทค่ะ
20바. 오케이.
พูดไทยได้ด้วยเหรอคะ
닌노이카. 오케이 카.
Even though we didn't speak the same language, her intentions were very clear.
ช้อน อ๋อไปอยู่ด้านใน
오케이. 카.
ขอบคุณค่ะ
카.
She genuinely wanted to help me and make sure I felt comfortable. She didn't treat me as just a passing customer, but as a guest in her hometown. The disappointment and discomfort I felt yesterday began to melt away. This simple bowl of noodles became my first warm memory of Sakon Nakhon. Sometimes, small acts of kindness from strangers are what truly define a travel experience. By evening, something interesting happened. After experiencing her warm smile, the environment suddenly felt peaceful and beautiful. I stood outside, watching the green trees and the bright red sunset over the sky. A simple change in perspective completely altered how I saw this isolated place. As night fell, a heavy rain began to pour down. The quiet countryside was filled with the sound of rain hitting the trees and roof. Soon, I felt hungry again. So I decided to go back down to the first floor, hoping to meet her one more time and buy another meal. Near the reception desk, I heard laughter coming from a room next to it. It sounded like the daughter and her mother were having dinner together. I could hear the clinking of dishes and gentle conversation inside. Listening to their mealtime, I suddenly felt a wave of longing for warm family moments back home. It was a small, cozy scene right in the middle of a stormy night. I didn't want to disturb their precious time together. Instead, I quietly turned around and walked back up to my room. That night, I ended up going to bed on an empty stomach. When morning came, my very first mission was to find something to eat.
커커캅.
I managed to order a simple local breakfast early in the morning.
분명히 먹었어.
I sat down at a small table right next to the stairs on the ground floor, eager to eat. While I was enjoying my long-awaited meal, an unexpected guest walked up to me. It was a dog raised by the owner's daughter. I was extremely hungry myself, but looking into those warm eyes, I couldn't just ignore him. So I broke up small pieces of my food and shared my breakfast with him. A short while later, I saw the owner's daughter wiping the hallway floor with a mop.
쏭쏭추모.
อ๋อโอเค
She was working diligently in the early morning light.
หรือว่าอีก2 ชั่วโมงไปท
타능한 나. so 쏭추모.
ำโอเคค่ะ
2 hours later.
โอเค
Before going back upstairs, I wanted to drink cold coffee.
Coffee?
Coffee?
Mica.
With a bright, friendly smile, she guided me back to the reception desk once again.
หวาน
20 บาทค่ะ
หวานไม่หวาน
อ๋อหวานนิดหน่อยค่ะ
นิดหน่อย
She handed me a simple local canned coffee.
ขอบคุณค่ะ
To me, it tasted far better than any coffee served at a luxury five-star hotel. A small, isolated hotel in rural Thailand.
ขอบคุณครับ
I don't know if I will ever return to this quiet corner of Sakon Nakhon again. What started as a confusing and inconvenient choice turned into a uniquely beautiful memory. It was not about high-end luxury, but about pure human warmth and simple connections.
โอ้ร้านนี้นี่สวัสดีครับ สวัสดีครับอร่อยเซบิリใช่โอ้อร่อยมากครับน้ำนึ่งชิคกี้เท่าไรครับ40
40 บาท
40 บาทครับ40ขอบคุณครับ สวัสดีครับสวัสดีครับ
ข